I mentioned that one of Good Energy Collective's founding goals has been to support the diversification of the nuclear workforce, both in gender and race and lived experience. And this is something that resonates too and starts to, those kinds of conversations and actions bring in some new folks into the nuclear conversation that hadn't prior. So, in some conversations that we had, for example, last year with Representative Jamal Bowman of this great state of New York, we celebrated in the Chips and Science Law the passage of a provision enabling the Office of Nuclear Energy's University Nuclear Leadership Program to support specifically non-technical lines of inquiry in scholarships and fellowships across the country, whereas historically, these programs have been only offered for studies in the hard sciences. So just thinking about, how we can all leverage in our own families and networks, folks who have an interest in anthropology, sociology, psychology, these are key skill sets that I think the nuclear industry has undervalued and that will be very useful and important to us as we start to deploy new reactors in new geographies where folks haven't been exposed to this technology, will have questions about it, and who are the kinds of people who can resonate with them and as validators too. I'll just add to our organization just launched this year in partnership with the Johnson C. Smith University, the Ohio State University, and the HBCU Community Development Action Coalition, the Justice Champions Fellowship Program, where we're supporting this year 3 HBCU undergraduates in a stipended research project at the intersection of nuclear or energy or EJ, just to really bring in some new voices early, as Natalie mentioned. So we're important at the early stages into this conversation.